Hello and welcome to this quick tutorial for getting started with the Southwestern Academy. This is Mr. Taman, and we're going to begin here by just showing you how to log in and talk through some of the features of the program that you're going to be using this year. First thing is I'm on what's called our Vibe portal page, and the web address is swvibe.swsd.k12.pa.us. And on the student laptops or the Southwestern devices, you should be able to just click the home button and it will load this page. I've also probably shared the link to our Connexus program directly in an email with your login information. So that's another way to get there. But if you scroll down here on the Vibe page, SWA, if you want to log directly into our program, it's southwesternsd.ems.connexus.com would be the direct link. You can also get there that way. Now, I'm going to log in as a parent to show you what a parent would see, but really parents and students and teachers all see the exact same format. So go ahead and log in with the information that was provided for you. For students, it should be their normal school login. All right, once you get logged in, up here in the corner is the profile icon. And if you click on this little down arrow, you can go in, and first thing you might want to do is change your password if you're a parent to something that will be easy for you to remember. And then you can also go into your settings, and if you want to upload a profile picture or toggle some of your preferences, you can certainly do some of those kind of things. All right, so once you're in, the first thing I tend to do is just first of all look at my different courses that are scheduled and get an overall idea for what my grade is. So you can see here in Algebra 2, my daughter has an 88%. In English 11, she's got an 84%, a 79 in Culinary Arts. You're also looking at the progress bar, which will show you your course completion. So you want to see that nice big long purple bar, which indicates that the course is completed. I'm doing this here at the end of May 2018. So, it's nice to see that those bars are completed. That means we've had a good, successful semester. Once a course is expired, you'll get this red enrollment expired message. You'll actually see a countdown when the deadline is within a week. So that just lets you know that the end of the course is coming up, and you have 7 days, 6 days, 5 days, 4 days, and then eventually the course will expire, and you'll have to contact the teachers to get the course extended if you need more time. So when you first log in, it kind of gives you a quick snapshot. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll notice that there's a performance icon. This is another great place to look just to kind of get a feel for how things are going. On this page, you'll be able to see all 4 courses. Again, you'll see the progress that's made in the course. And then you'll also see the teacher's name, what the current score is, and the grade in the class. And then these are like little hearts, and these are self-assessments. So what happens is as the students work on the class, they can update these little sliders and they can say, oh, this class is very interesting. I'm understanding it. I'm putting in a lot of effort. Or maybe they feel like it's not very interesting. They might move it down towards this less interesting side. So that just kind of gives the teachers and the students, it's a little self-assessment of how they feel like things are going. All right. So again, I kind of get an idea of how things are, and then I can go ahead and click on a course to get more details. And now I'm in the specific details for the Algebra 2 course. I can see what the grade is. I can see the teachers. I can see the schedule and how many days are remaining in the class I have to complete. These are my progress indicators. And then Over here, I want to make sure that this is set to syllabus order. I can also change it by grading categories. Then it would set like all your lessons together, and it will put all your projects and your pre-tests and your post-tests like by categories. I definitely find that the syllabus order is a little better way. Then you can see the course as the students work through it. So the lessons, then the test, then the project, then the next set of lessons, the next test, and so on. So that's how I prefer it. And then I often call this a pacing guide because it will actually tell me all the different target dates of when the various assignments, lessons, tests, quizzes, projects are scheduled to be due. Now, again, it says target date because you can work ahead of this pace. You could work behind this pace. We tend to always want you to be at least caught up with the target date or ahead. But once in a while, you might fall behind. And if you get a day or two behind, it's not the end of the world. But we don't want to see you get 3 or 4 days behind or a week behind the course pace. But I can see as I scroll through here that there are certain periods of time when this student was a little ahead of the pace and then kind of caught back up and was sort of right on pace and then kind of worked and got caught up and got ahead again a little bit. But you can actually see with this pacing guide exactly where in the course you should be at any point during the school year. So, you know, if I started this course back on January 17th, I could have scrolled down and I could look and see in March where I should be in the course if I want to be on pace to complete the course by May 29th. The other nice thing about this is it's showing you your progress and if you've successfully completed the course. So I can see that my score on this assignment was 100%, which is successfully completed. And to earn this little completed check, you usually need an 80% or better, but it can vary. Sometimes if you get a score below an 80%, the teacher can override it as complete and you could still get a check. So maybe you've tried it a couple times and you get a 76, the teacher might say, yeah, that's pretty good, and they'll go ahead and give you the check so you can continue moving on. I can also see the date that I submitted. If I click on these scores, I can get more information. I can see how long it took me to complete that lesson. I can see maybe how many times it took me to get that score. So there's some other information there if you click on that. Once in a while in a score, you're going to see this little feedback icon, and that just means that your teacher has left you some feedback. So maybe there was something that you didn't answer, or maybe you missed a question, and they can give you some feedback and let you redo it, and then the teachers could regrade it. So that little speech bubble just lets you know that there's feedback available for that particular assignment. All right, so that's the grades tab. If you move across, there's a couple other tabs that are kind of helpful. So here, this student has just about completed Algebra 2. They currently have an 88%. You can see they just have to complete the final exam. So if you go up to the What If tab, you can go down and you could put in for your final exam, like let's say I score a 3% on my final exam, I can recalculate and it will actually tell me what my projected score would be. So it's kind of nice. You can figure out the impact of maybe if I were to redo this one project that I got a 70, and let's say I got a 90 on it when I redid it, I can recalculate and see that it would put my grade up to an 89. So that's the what if. It just lets you try some of that. Next one over is the activity. And this is very helpful just for you to see all the specific times that you actually logged in, what time you signed in, and how long you spent working in the class. So that's a little overview of how to log in, how to check your progress. We're going to do another video next on how to actually work in a class. So that will be next.